My name is Wallace Wilson and I was born here in Paisley in 1766. Unfortunately, when I was only 10 years old, my mother died. I was forced to give up my schooling as my family could no longer afford my fees. So 3 years later, I started my working life as a local weaver. And as most weavers of the time did, my hand turned to poetry. My most famous piece was called Watty and Meg, and it was published. It fought amongst many contemporary readers to actually be a work of local poet Robert Burns, due to the quality of the piece. However, at the same time, it was my writing that got me in trouble with the local authorities more than once. I published a libelous poem about a local mill owner who was accused of blackmailing him, and I was held in the Paisley toll booth for 16 days. The threat of jail once again hung over my head when I was accused of spreading radical propaganda. It was at this point in my life that I decided it was time to end my life in Scotland and start anew in America. When I arrived in Philadelphia a few months later, I started work as a school teacher, and it was there I discovered my interest in ornithology. I would undertake a project in 1802 that would see me complete and publish an illustrated book about the various birdlife known throughout America. My work in birdlife would take me on various journeys across the country over the span of the next 11 years, most of which I travelled on foot, and the result was the 9-volume American Ornithology. I painted 264 species of bird, 26 of which were previously unknown to science. The last of my volumes was published on my death, August 23rd, 1813, and I was honoured in Paisley, my hometown, with a statue and a memorial. Thank you.
Let's have a round of applause and let's say Wallace Wilson, thank you.
Wallace Wilson.